My name is Mrs. Danoff. I teach concert choir and select choir and also piano class. So our select choir is an auditioned ensemble. I do my auditions in January so that way the students are able to schedule the class in the fall.
To be in select choir, you audition at the end of the school year-ish and you put it on your schedule.
I auditioned at the end of my freshman year, and we have a choice of patriotic songs that we get to sing, and she pulls you into a practice room and then you audition with that, and then she posts the list.
But if you aren't in a class for choir, then when we have full ensemble rehearsals, you could come down and talk to Ms. Danoff, which is the choir director, and she can make sure that you're in the choir and you learn the music when you get pulled out for certain periods. And if you ever need anything, you will go to her. If you don't know the music, you don't feel comfortable.
The difference between concert choir and select choir is the rigor of the music. Concert choir music isn't necessarily easy, but it's not as hard as select choir music.
Concert choir, it takes a little longer than it does for a select choir because select choir has first advanced singers and people who actually know how to read music, so it's like quicker.
The songs, we learn a lot more songs than regular choir learns, and we have to learn to sight read, and you have to be able to match pitch really well.
Because it's auditioned, they are expected to do more than my concert choir does. So they learn the concert choir music. They also learn all of the repertoire for Tri-County Honors Choir.
The music is a lot harder. We do Tri-County, which is with other schools in the area, and we have all that music plus our choir music and select choir music.
It's a choir made of the honors choirs from all the different high schools in the area, well, several of them. We learn mostly college level repertoire. This year we're doing a piece that'll be played with a small orchestra, so that's a really cool experience for them as well.
I'm most excited to have Tri-County actually happen this year, and we have a lot more schools. So that concert will be toward the end of February, and it'll be a lot of fun to be able to sing with the other schools and hear their amazing voices from their select choirs.
Preparation for a concert is not just about music, but it's about the aesthetic quality of the music. So teaching the students how to not just sing the notes, the rhythms, the pitches on the page, or just, the words. But it's about getting the audience to feel the emotion that's behind the music, which is really the coolest part of my job.
It takes about 2 classes to learn a song, depending on if the song is in English, because a lot of our songs are in Hebrew or Russian or Spanish, and it's depending on how long the song is.
A typical choir day consists of the class getting to each group. We have sopranos, altos, tenors, and basses. So if you're a soprano, obviously you sit with the sopranos, alto, tenor, etc. And Ms. Danoff plays a song, whatever one she decides to start on, and she goes by section. So she usually starts with the sopranos, and then she'll bring in the altos so they'll harmonize, then tenor and bass harmonize, and then we'll all try to harmonize together and see how it goes.
Preparing for a concert, Ms. Danoff selects usually 3 to 4 songs. There are regular concert choir songs that the concert choir sings, and then there are select choir songs that just the select choir does, which is usually harder pieces. And then we have select ensembles like gospel choir or men's choir or women's choir, and they usually do 1 to 2 pieces each.
Starts in the fall. We go through basic warm-up series, learning how to use our voice properly, learning how to form vowels correctly, pronounce things correctly using proper diction.
To prepare us for a concert, we would have pull-outs normally once a week where everybody from the choir would come to the choir room for a period that day, and we would all run through the songs together because it's kind of hard to learn music in just a small class and then trying to combine at the last second.
We do like to rehearse in this space. It is a huge, cavernous space.
On concert days, we usually come in probably an hour and a half before concert time. We get into robes, warm up, we practice, then we come in, sit down, wait for its time to go up, then we sing.
Like a sports team, there becomes this sense of unity with my students. It's not about solos. I don't even audition my solos until a week before the concert, if I have any solos.
Benefits to being in the choir would include definitely making new friends. There's so many different type of people in choir, and you definitely get to meet new people.
When we're in choir together, we all become really close because I feel as though we're all working for a common bond.
Throughout my choir experience, I've made many friends with people from all different grades. And like I said, sled choir is really like a family, and it's really fun.
I think that the choir here offers a way for the students to express themselves. It gives the students a chance to work as a group. And I think that that's really important here at the high school, where it's huge. You know, I mean, we have almost 1,800 students, and I kind of feel like sometimes the kids here can get lost.
I've learned not to be scared of what people think. Just sing and express your feelings. It doesn't matter what they think.
I think being in the choir is an experience that everyone should have.
Be my 10th grade year, which was my first year in select choir. I think that was my favorite memory because I was around a completely different group of people.
Choir is for everybody, period. And I've met hundreds of students over my 8 years here who have said, well, Mrs. Danoff, I don't sing. And that's not true. Everybody sings, everybody has sung at some point in their life, and while you may not be the next American Idol, you know, everybody has that ability, and my job is to find a way to help you tap into that ability. It's a very accessible art form, choir, you know, because all you need is the instrument that's already in your throat, right? So everybody's able to do it, and I think that it is a great stress release for those people who are already singing or, you know, playing guitar and singing in coffee houses and all that kind of stuff. I think it's a really great outlet, and the world would be a much better place, and Norristown would be a much better place if more people did choir. 1, 2, and breathe and go. Hallelujah. I said staccato, did I not?